Welcome to an incomplete guide to personal growth. We invite you to take a breath and take a listen to our podcast that explores the wonder, humor, challenges, and sometimes those self-inflicted wounds on a journey of personal growth.
Our weekly podcast conversations include stories, resources, and tools that you can incorporate into your daily life. We're the mother-daughter duo of Sydney
And Kelly.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Sydney.
Woo, we're back from all of our travels.
I know.
It's been a bit since we've recorded. But people hear this later, but it's getting close.
Yeah, we finished up our month of travel, or my month of travel, and yours.
Yeah, I just had that last week that we had in Colorado, which was good.
Which was fun.
Yeah. But it got me thinking about like different travel styles.
Yes.
Because some people like Dad.
Yeah.
He went on that cruise, but the thing is, it was still a scheduled thing.
Yeah, but Dad and I do opposite. He used to schedule everything.
Oh my God, we get packets before our trips.
Yes.
Of what, like we did a
funny.
trip to DC and he had everything planned out. Disney trips tended to have everything planned out. Then we had that trip to Europe, literal packet telling us the history of all the places we were going to.
And I felt bad because I never read it.
I think I was the only one.
You were.
And I only read half of it.
Yeah.
But I did.
But and he's more lax now, especially on the cruise because you can't plan anything.
But I think he likes the routine. Yes. That there is still a schedule on the ship.
Yes. Yeah. And it's really nice. And it's so it works out well for both of us but
we're very much, we don't plan.
No, we don't.
Which is funny for me, right? Because I'm generally a planner.
I know, but on vacation you're different.
No, I'm different.
And I liked years ago when just you and I went to San Francisco.
Oh, yes.
And we looked at things that were there.
And that we might want to do.
Yeah. And then that morning we'd get up and say, what do you want to do?
Yep.
And we'd do a few things, then we'd go back to the hotel, take a break.
Yes. And Boston too, that trip to Boston, we did that same thing. It was like, okay, I want to do the Freedom Trail. And then we could hit up Quincy Market or whatever. Yeah. But it's like, we would literally just go back to the hotel and nap and then get up again and be like, what do we want to do now?
Yeah. And so we're relaxed travelers.
Yes. And agree. Okay. Some people are like, but what if you need tickets for this? Like, if we know we want to do something and there's a ticket, we will schedule.
Yeah.
But for the most general part, we tend to just wake up and think, what do we want to go do?
It's vacation, and I don't want to come back more tired than I started.
Yes. And so like our trip to Colorado, like we had ideas of what we wanted to do. Yeah. It's like, okay, if we do this morning, that could be good. And like that way, but it wasn't ever like and
if we didn't want to do it, then we wouldn't.
Exactly.
So that was fun. That was a great trip, Colorado. That was fun.
Yeah. And so I feel, we're very much... that type of relaxed traveler. It's like we know what we're getting into, but we're going to take it easy.
We're going to take it easy.
And then the one trip where I will literally do absolutely nothing.
Oh, I know.
Anytime I go to the beach. That is the one thing where it's like I almost just don't want anything planned.
Well, you
I
don't
just want
because
to sit.
The whole purpose is the beach.
Yeah. I just want to sit there, enjoy the sound, read a book, get in the water some, come back out. Just it is the only place where I can fully turn my mind off.
I think that's great. And I think part of it has to do with the noise.
Yes.
The rhythm of the tide and you hear the waves.
Now, and I do like mountain stuff too. Like I love seeing the mountains in Colorado, but it's just not for me. For some people that is their,
but
okay, I can turn my mind off, but mine is the
water.
Beach.
That's
love
good.
It. Yes.
We all need it.
Yes. So I hope you guys this summer, some of you maybe will get a place, get a little small trip in there, some relaxation.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be big.
Yes. Yeah. So this week and next week, we're going we decided to delve into topics people may not know that we are passionate about. So it's my turn this week.
Yeah.
And then Mom will do hers next week.
I'll do mine next.
So mine's kind of two.
I've got to have passionate about.
You might know. I'm very passionate about gentle parenting. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing that I'll talk about in the last bit is that classical music is for everyone. Those are two. That one people maybe could have guessed. But I am very passionate about my parenting style and about how I create a good environment for my kid. Yeah. And
Okay.
And I don't.
So what does that mean?
I will also, let me comment, I do not judge what other parents do.
Right.
That is fine. Whatever works for you. You know your kid. You know your life. Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah, I think that's the hardest part about parenting.
Yes.
Is that you look at what somebody else is doing, you think you're being judged when you're at the restaurant or in the supermarket, wherever you may be with your kid. But that's just, I don't know what happened before you got to the park. I don't know what your child might be going through that day. And there's no reason to judge.
I went through 2 major meltdowns with him on our trip to Colorado where I took him out screaming and flailing. Yeah. Like, that's just life.
And then by the time we got out there, he was all calm.
Yes.
And so it just, you don't know.
Yeah. But this is something like, I just feel like if more people understood what it was, I think it's something I think a lot of parents and people could get into. So gentle parenting, what it is not.
Okay.
It's not permissive parenting. Okay. You don't just let your kid decide what they're going to do all the time. You don't just let them get away with things. It is not gentle. It just I like the word sturdy. Dr. Becky, if you know her on Instagram, she uses sturdy parenting, which I like.
Okay.
It is so gentle parenting, sturdy parenting, not permissive. It's not always saying yes. Okay. That is not it. It is not children in control all the time. Okay. It is not that. And it is very much not authoritarian. Like you can tell from the name, it's not the authoritative. That's the other parenting style where it is very authoritative. What it is boundaries. Okay. Natural consequences. Life gives you enough consequences without parents having to add on extra discipline, generally. The parents are firm leaders. This is where sturdy parenting comes from. The parents lead. There's a lot of intention behind things, that the way that you say things, behind your actions, behind your emotional regulation, all of that, very intentional. And you see children's behavior as communication. Their behavior, the way they're acting, is always trying to tell you something. It's not just, especially kids don't have words for things. Yeah. They can't tell you. Please. I go, how are you feeling? Yeah. He does not know. Yeah. Yeah. So, but the way he acts is telling me something. If he is listening that day, if he is generally in a good mood, if I say, you give him some choices and I know he's in his stable state. Yeah. He's, regulate. If he starts, being extra silly, if he starts, not staying on task, if he starts to, any sort of behavior, if he starts to, he'll bite himself if he gets, things like that. Well, then I know, okay, then I start asking questions. What has happened that's triggering this? Okay. Did he, okay, maybe I didn't let him do something he wanted to. That's an easy one. Yeah. Did he have enough sleep today? I don't know. Is he hungry? When was the last time he ate? Was it they will not think to tell you those things most of the time unless you're directly asking. But then they get into this crazy state. You ask them a question, they can't answer. They're not regulated enough to answer. Yeah. So you have to be the one to figure out what they need. And their behavior tells you that.
And you have to, the questions you have to ask yourself.
Yes, constantly. Okay. So that's where all the intention comes from. Now, a big thing, and boundaries, I think, is a huge buzzword these days.
It is. It is.
I think rightfully so. People need to learn them. But you set boundaries with kids. You have expectations for them. We don't throw food on the floor. Right. Okay, kid throws food on the floor. Let me say, all right, we don't do that. If you'd like to stay at the table, you need to keep food on your plate. Or it's like, if you throw food on the floor again, I'm going to think you're all done eating and we're going to leave the table. Okay. And it's setting those expectations for them.
So one of the things, because I've sat with them at the table, and I will say, where does food go?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that the same?
Good that's like, where does food go?
Yeah. Where does food go? Because sometimes I found that when I do that,
it gets them thinking.
It gets them thinking. It goes on the plate or it goes in my mouth versus don't, because I have found that look too. I plant the idea of throwing stuff.
Yes. It's like, don't do that. And he's going to do it.
He's not.
But it's, that's very similar.
I mean, both and.
Yes.
There are times when I do the don't.
Yeah. But. And then if they don't meet these expectations, there's going to be consequences. He throws whatever toys around. If you want to keep your toy, you need to keep it with you or something. It's like,
or if
you throw it again, we need we're going to have to take
yeah.
a break, and I'm going to have to put the toy away, and that it's like the consequences. He doesn't get the toy that he wants.
Yeah.
And he learns, and that too teaches them, oh, I'm so disappointed. I don't like this at all. Yeah. But you have to let them sit with it. You don't I will take a good 30-minute break from a toy, or he'll get distracted and do something else.
Yeah.
But it's like, you have to let them sit with that. Yeah. No matter what their age is, because then that's how they learn to regulate during disappointment, to learn, okay, I need to stop and breathe.
And when he does that, and then I love that he does that.
I need to stop and breathe. And now I get to keep my toy because I've, centered myself. Those sorts of things. It's just teaching them emotional regulation. And the other big thing with gentle parenting, the parent has so much responsibility, which they should. It's co-regulation. If you start to escalate, your kid's going to escalate.
Right.
If you can stay in the moment, have a calm voice, just say, they can be flailing. I will sit there and be like, I'm here when you need me. He'll, whatever freaking tantrum he has, roll around on the floor.
He's a 2-year-old.
And then when he's ready, he always comes back to me.
And he does. He
wants
says,
the hug.
I need my mommy. And he'll get the hug.
If I'm going crazy, yelling, whatever at him, or trying to get him to calm down in that way, or get too physical or whatever, that's not going to help anything. And they take your emotional regulation they are taking. It's called co-regulation. Look it up. And we do it even in society with other people. If you're at work and you're the calm one in the room, you can help co-regulate other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, the other day when I was in the car with him, and I happened to be in the back seat, and he did something, and he said, "Oh, are you sad?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And he said something. Anyway, I asked. He said, "Are you sad?" "No, I'm not sad. Do you need a hug?" And somehow, what did he say? He said, I said, "What do you do when you're sad?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Mommy hugs me."
Yeah.
And so that
wanted
is
to melt.
I know, but it is that he can have a fit, he can be sad, he can be upset, and then he goes and gets the comfort.
And you create the safe space.
You're the safe space for that. To know,
Yes.
I can have my tantrum.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what else to do. And you don't get a spanking afterwards.
No.
You get, I've calmed down. Exactly. I need comfort. My mom will comfort me.
Yes.
In this case, a mom. Yeah.
And of course, because people think you can't talk to them when they're like that.
Yes.
You just can't do it.
Yeah. And
they will not hear you. It will get worse. You need to let them have it. Give them that safe space. And then you have those conversations. What can we do next time?
Yeah.
He's 2, so not. But later, what can we do next time? How do we help? And as a parent, you have to watch them, and you have to see it coming a little bit, and help them know. Remind them, what are our strategies? What do we do when we start to get frustrated?
Yeah,
But
it's modeling.
It is. It's
because
a lot
then
of modeling.
He asked me, "Well, does
Pops hug you?
Does Pops, which is Paul?
Yeah.
Does Pops hug you when you're sad?"
And you're like, yes.
Yeah. Sometimes he does, and so it
is a lot of modeling. It's not so much talking to gentle parenting. It's a lot of modeling.
Because I'm seeing him pick up on things.
Yes.
And, and I think that's, and I'm thinking about the gentle parenting right now in relation to potty training.
Ugh. Yeah.
But, because you gave it a shot and he wasn't ready.
No.
And now he's like,
he's
putting his monkey on the potty. Mm-hmm. Is he pooping?
I don't know.
And he'll say, but he's modeling. And then suddenly he wanted to get on the potty and he went the other day a little bit. And but it wasn't like, okay, well, let's do it again.
Yeah.
But he's kind of
you're
allowing him.
Yeah.
You're setting some tone. You're talking about it again, and he's getting ready. And he asked, I think this is a key thing. He asked, "Am I a big boy?"
I was like,
and you say yes. Well, I'm a little boy.
Yeah, he still wants that.
I think he's associating, and he's trying to decide if he
wants to be little or big.
Little or big on the potty.
Yeah. And he'll come to that decision.
So it's paying attention to that.
But it's just a lot of, it sounds bad because it's like, well, you don't really need to necessarily discipline in the traditional sense of discipline. It does not, sturdy parenting does not encourage timeouts. No. It does not encourage, it's like there are ways to do timeouts. There are ways to do discipline in a way that puts the child first and more teaches them than necessarily teaches them that, well, if I behave badly, my love and security is taken away from me.
Yeah.
That, I think, is what authoritative parenting tends to do, is teach them behaviors, but then it leaves them not emotionally. It doesn't give them what they need emotionally.
And maybe there's another term rather than time out. It's thinking time. It's reflective time. It's
exactly.
some other kind of thing that is for you.
And it's not putting them alone.
Right.
You can sit with them through that time.
Yeah.
Or say, I'm going to be
in the room.
Or I'm going to be in the room. I'm going to be just outside. I will come back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They need that assurance that they're just not left alone when they behave badly.
Right. And that probably changes how you do that as they get older. I'll be right outside the room, or I'm going to be in your room. I'm going to be reading while you're thinking, or whatever it is.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
And so, and I'm not like a whole I've done a lot of reading, and I follow on an Instagram account. I do. And so, but I would say Dr. Becky, for me, she has a book called Good Inside. Mm-hmm. And this is also too, every kid is good.
Yes.
They're not, the way they behave is not because they want to make your life miserable. And I think some parents take this thing of like,
personally.
They take their kids' behavior personally. No, your kids through their behavior are trying to connect with you. Yeah. They're trying to communicate with you. Yeah. And you need to really, it takes a lot of intention. Yeah. And it's hard.
It's hard.
And it's so hard to regulate yourself sometimes. You have to, and it does encourage grace for the parent. It encourages like, sometimes you lose your cool. That's okay. The important thing is, how do you repair? How do you go back to your child and take responsibility, say, I got mad. Yeah. I shouldn't have reacted in that way. I'm sorry. Yeah. And like doing that repair is, honestly, they say, even more important. It can get through any, whatever outburst you have. But if you repair with your kid, like that connection is going to stay there, And so it talks about that too. But it's very intentional parenting. And I like that it's like parents are the leaders. It sounds like we're letting kids just do whatever they want. Yeah. And I do let Charles pick pretty much whatever he wants.
You always give him options.
Always. But you think, what do adults like being told you have to wear this? You have to all the time? No. Give the kids some options and let them feel like they have so little control over their lives. Charles has no control over his schedule because this is nap time. Yeah. This is bedtime. Yeah. Mom needs some sanity. Yeah. Yeah. And I will wake you up around this time. Because I know schedule is good for you. So I'm going to put that forth. You don't get a choice if you brush your teeth. You're going to brush your teeth. Yeah. It's like there's so many things they don't have control over. So as little bit, just little bits of them feeling like they have something in their lives that they can have ownership of.
One of the things that I'm watching, it's been a little bit now, but he'll say, we'll be playing or something. Yeah. And he'll say, I'll be right back. Yes. And so he goes into another room,
does his thing,
does whatever he does, and comes back. I'm back. And it's just this independence of, I'm going to go, you stay here.
Yes. He doesn't want to
I want to be on my own a minute.
Yeah.
And he does that. Yeah. And it's fun to. And
it's so good.
It's fun to see that. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just giving, but he has that security. Yes. He can leave and come, that sort of thing. And so I'm very passionate. And honestly, I think it's because you didn't call it anything, but this is the way that you and Dad raised us. Yeah. We didn't have a ton of discipline in our household, but we had definitely expectations. Yeah. And if we were doing something that was not within the boundary, then there were natural consequences about, and
but so we didn't. I was trying, because when you were talking, I was thinking of, but that's, and the repair was really important. That was big to me because I made mistakes. I mean, it wasn't yours. It was mine.
Exactly. And so that's a big thing. But and so definitely recommend the book Good Inside if you guys are interested at all in any of this. Cool. But no, it's just something, I'm very passionate about. Yes. When it comes, I want him to be as emotionally healthy as I can possibly help him be. Yeah. And it is parents' responsibility.
It is.
Truly. And it's a lot. And I don't think it's something people realize when becoming parents, that they're going to really have to focus on.
You have to be intentional. And part of that, what it ends up being is you have to reflect on yourself.
Yes, it is so much on you.
It is your own self-growth.
Emotional wounds, emotional triggers, trauma, it all comes out.
It does. And you have to go, oh, let me not put this on my child.
Yes.
I don't want to put that on them.
Exactly. And so it's a lot of intention on your part.
It is.
Be an adult, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And choose, you know.
Yes.
You don't have to follow your parents' guidance of how they parented.
No.
You find yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and things may be the same. Some is different. And
And I probably could have just been like, well, I'll just raise them kind of similar to you guys. But I'm just the type of person that has to research and know what I'm doing.
But I think that's fine. I didn't raise mine the way mine did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh.
You know.
So that's my
book.
That's my little parenting passion. And then my other one is that classical music is for everybody, even if you think you hate it.
It is.
Why? So it's been around for hundreds of years. You have so many musical options.
And so it's not a question, but when I learned that it was for everybody, and I don't even play video games.
Oh, yeah.
But I learned that a lot of the music within the video games is classical.
Yeah. I mean, it uses that classical foundation. It uses classical instruments. Uses
and it's like,
orchestra.
And people don't even know it.
Yep. Yeah. I know. Same thing with movie music.
Yes.
It is, I mean, classical music, the term, I mean, it's literally the foundation for everything. Like you go back, you got Gregorian chants that happened in, you know, places like Notre Dame and stuff. You have even further back, the Greek tragedies often had Greek chorus parts that could have been sung. You just like, it's literally everything.
It's always been there. Yeah.
Literally everything. There's a great, if you have Apple Music, Alexis Ffrench does classical connections, and he connects popular songs back to different classical pieces, and it's a great way to really get introduced to that stuff.
Billy Joel, when I went to his concert, he talked about the foundation of his music is classical. And if you listen to some of his intros and different things, it's classical.
It's so cool.
And I didn't know that.
And if you love John Williams, if you love his movie music, literally just go listen to Holst. It draws a lot from there. Listen to a little bit of Prokofiev. Like he draws so much from classical, which is fine. Yeah. People are like, oh, he's just copying. It's like, no, he's just using something that he loves as a foundation, and then makes it
it's a foundation of everything.
Exactly. Yeah. I think people just, without even trying it, to me, it's like you can't say you don't like something until you've tried it.
Yes.
Go to a live concert, at least listen to, I will say that radio show that Alexis Ffrench does, Classical Connections, it's like little blips of classical music. So it'll hold, like, if your attention span is not enough for a whole symphony, like this will be good. And you'll get blips of all different types of classical music. You just need to listen to it. And I think people don't value the fact that music doesn't have to have words.
Right. So let me, I don't know the cost anymore.
Of what?
Of like going to a symphony.
Oh, it's cheap.
But you can, my thought is, go to a symphony, get a seat up toward the top.
Up high. Yeah.
And say, I'm going to stay till intermission.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Okay? And try it. And you may end up staying longer. But watch I was fascinated by the instrumentation, watching people and what they do and how they, so I think just give it a shot.
Yes.
And some are more fun than others, I have to say.
Yeah. And those types of tickets they're not that expensive.
Okay. I was wondering that because I did.
You spend more going to a concert for your favorite band.
Okay. Because I was wondering if that's part of it. And you don't have to dress fancy.
No, you don't.
I think there's a lot of,
assumptions
about that. Well, you have to dress like this.
When we went to the opera, people are dressed all sorts of ways.
Yeah. But so those assumptions go comfortable. You could literally
walk in with probably jeans and a t-shirt. What are they going to do? They can't kick you out for wearing that. Please.
Yeah.
You got shoes and a shirt.
And if you like to dress up, then have at it.
Yeah, exactly. You can do either. But it's like they're not going to kick you out because how you're dressed.
Yeah.
Get over. Come on. You can get a drink when you're there usually. So, but I think there's value to music that doesn't have any words to it. I think because when you have words, then that's kind of the artist telling you what they were feeling. And it's like, if the music doesn't have any words, well, then it speaks to you how it speaks to you. You feel what you want to feel about it. You don't have anybody telling you what the piece is supposed to be about.
Just imagine.
Yeah. Now, some of the later romantic, they have a whole freaking story that goes with whatever symphony they wrote. But again, you don't have to read that. You can still choose what it means to you. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And so I think there's more value in music without words than I think today we give it, I
hadn't thought about that.
And I think it stretches your mind. It does. I mean, I know it's long. I'm not saying it's an easy thing. It's like meditation.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, meditating for 5 minutes, if you've never done it before, feels like forever. Going and hear a symphony that each movement's 10 minutes or more. Yeah, that can feel really long. Yeah. I get it. But,
take a cue from me and don't clap till everybody else does.
Yeah, don't clap early, please. I will judge you on that one.
I've gotten in trouble for that.
I've given her the side eye. But it's like, I get that it is long, but again, there's so much visually you can watch. You can watch the players. How are they playing their instruments? Like, that's fascinating. Watch the conductor. Watch the people around. There are things that you can do. Close your eyes and try and focus on it. Mom does that a lot.
I do that a lot because I have ADD, and I'll get caught up on people doing their spit valves and other stuff, and then it distracts me from the music. And if I close my eyes, people think I'm sleeping. That's okay. I'm not. I'm just.
You're listening.
I can hear it better.
Yeah. And so it's something that does stretch you a little bit, but I think in only good ways.
Yeah.
And there are so many inexpensive ways to do it. Like, especially over the summer, a lot of places will do outdoor concerts for free.
Yeah.
And so you can find that, or honestly, the cheap tickets in the back, they're still good. You're not really going to get too bad of a seat in the house. No. And those are not that much. Like, there are so many ways that you can go and experience it, like, in a very affordable way.
If you're traveling, like, I know Utah, if you're up in Utah, they have Park City, Utah has some.
Yes.
And most places do. I mean, that are touristy. They take advantage of that.
They do.
That there's tourists. And most of those type of concerts then, too, incorporate more pieces that you're going to know.
No, yeah, familiar.
And and that makes it kind of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And go on and listen. If you're like, well, I want to do classical, but I do... Fine, go see a movie concert. That counts.
Yes.
And it'll at least get your foot in the door about it, And it's like, there are ways that you could experience it that are accessible to you, And so classical music is for everyone. It's one of the oldest art forms. Like, music without words is so different and just touches everybody in different ways. And so it's just you got to try it. Everybody has to try it. Fine if you end up hating it, whatever. But you got to go experience. You can't just say, I don't listen to classical music. I don't like it. Well, have you tried?
I bet you listen to it and you don't even know it.
Yes, so many people say that. I'm like, have you even gone, though? And most of the time it's a no. So that's also what I'm passionate about, is everybody has to try it.
Try it. All right.
Yes. That's my topic this week.
That's good.
So I don't know if anybody got anything out of it, but that is what this summer is about. That's it. Just kind of going with it. And then, next week, I'll have her
about mine.
Topics. Yeah. So that will be good.
I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to surprise you.
And then we're working on August. We'll have a good.
Oh, we've got some great things coming about roots and.
So we're working on it.
So, yeah.
But I'm excited. Yeah. But if you, as the year, kind of starts to keep moving, if you have any topics or anything that you guys want to listen to, just let us know. Instagram, Patreon, Facebook, like pretty much email, everywhere. Yep.
Yeah. So we look forward to next week when you take a breath and take a listen.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of An Incomplete Guide to Personal Growth. There are many ways you can stay connected. Follow us on Instagram at An Incomplete Guide Podcast, where you can sign up for our email list and get posts that delve deeper into our weekly topics. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast page wherever you listen to your podcasts. We would really appreciate a rating and sharing us with your family and friends.
We're so glad you chose to spend your time with us and hope there was a thought, a resource, or a laugh that you can take on your journey. We'll be here every Tuesday for you to take a breath and take a listen.